Hi, this is Money Mom again. My very first video I would like to share are the 7 ways our families lived off $40-some thousand a year. Hopefully some of these tips may be helpful to you, but I also want to add that I still, even though I'm fairly good at budgeting, I have a lot to learn and a lot I can improve on, and that's where all of you come in, because I'm sure I can learn helpful tips from you as well. Number 1, when we bought this home, I was going to say we paid cash for it. That would be wonderful. No, we didn't pay cash for it, but we did put down a good down payment, and we bought a home that we could afford. While my other friends and some people in my world were moving to nicer, bigger homes, we stayed put. And as a matter of fact, we have paid off our house in the last 6 months because I put extra towards the principal, which is really a blessing. Also, we have 1 vehicle, and our daughter's 19 and doesn't have a driver's license yet because the insurance in the big city is very expensive, and insurance for her alone is like $280. So we decided to wait on that for a while to save a little extra money. Also, the big reason that I've been able to live off this income is I have multiple streams of income. And that means I schedule mystery shopping for 2 companies. I also schedule focus groups. I do some affiliate marketing, and I also do demos on the weekends. That's where I pass out samples to people, which I really especially enjoy that. I also really love scheduling mystery shopping because I meet so many people from all over and love my bosses and the clients that I work with. Also, another big huge thing is I prepare ahead for large expenses. I have a couple different savings accounts. I actually have 4 different savings accounts, and I prepare. For example, income tax. We know that I am an independent contractor, so I have to pay for that, and I pay taxes quarterly. I set money aside every month for that. I also set money aside every month for emergencies, car, travel, and gift savings. This way, I'm always prepared. Sometimes things get a little crazy, so I have to have extra money in savings so that I'm able to pay cash for things. One other thing that I do every month is I reevaluate our budget, and I talk to my family about that. So for example, Al may say to me, "Hey honey, I really do need to get a new pair of glasses. These are getting kind of worn." We talk about it ahead, and we put that in the budget so that we can afford to get it, and we plan ahead for that. So I'm constantly reevaluating and constantly looking at what am I overspending on, what needs more money allocated to it. I keep a spreadsheet of all of these items. One other thing that I do, and I'll be showing you this later in my video series, is I keep a spreadsheet of all the items that our family wants and needs. And all of the needs go up at the top of the page, and I have them color-coded into wants and needs and what are priority. For example, if your glass is broke, you're going to need that first. Or we needed a new back door because it wasn't opening properly. We had it repaired, but we had it repaired too many times, and it was time to get a new door, and it was a safety issue. So that had to go on the top of our needs list. And because I had money in my savings, we're able to pay cash for that. Another thing that I do, and I follow this religiously, is if I cannot afford it, I don't get it, or I don't do it. And sometimes this is difficult because everyone else around me seems to be doing fun things, and I miss out sometimes. For example, I was invited to go out to eat with a group of people, and they wanted our whole family to go. I knew that that would be about $50 to $60. I didn't want to charge it, and I had already spent some money on some other things that our family needed, so we just bowed out and didn't go. Also, another thing is, one year, and this might sound really drastic, I basically took off Christmas because we had some expenses that were very unexpected that came up that I had money for in savings, but I had to pay for those things, and that took away from our Christmas fund. Well, those things were more important, so I did that instead. So one year our family basically took off Christmas and had a very low Christmas. We had a fun time together, but I basically spent less than $100 on anything for Christmas. One other thing is, sum it up, every month I'm always looking at ways to save money and to make money, and I'm always looking for ways to improve. And there's always ways that I can improve. These are some areas that I have just constantly been reevaluating and looking. For example, one other thing that I do, and I want to add this, is I've created 2 budgets. I've created our budget, and then I've created what I call a bare bones budget, so that if something happened where one of my streams of income was drastically cut, we could go to the bare bones budget. It might not be fun, but at least I've got that budget in place so that I make sure all of our bills are paid, that our car is working, that everything in our home is working correctly, and everyone's taken care of. I hope that some of these tips help. My biggest advice is to plan ahead for big expenses, and to never put all your eggs in one basket, and to prepare ahead. Like I said, prepare ahead, and also have more than one stream of income. Do some kind of side gig, whatever you want, whether it's selling something on eBay, whether it's doing some mystery shopping. It could be anything that meets your needs, a little bit of merchandising on the side. A little side income that gives you a little bit of extra money can make a big difference. I hope that this has been helpful, and I really appreciate your time listening. Thank you so much, and I'll see you within the next couple days. Bye.